Well, it's winter time, so the chores still get going on. Actually, they're kind of harder to do on the cold days like this. So I have stepped out of the window a little bit today, and we will get today's chores done in the nice, brutal cold day. So we are out here in my shop today. It is really cold outside, and one of our hens has gotten broody, and she has hatched her babies. Today they came out walking on the day that there's a negative wind chill. So we are out here gonna grind up some chick starter. I don't buy food from the store. I noticed that when we started buying different chick food and chicken food at the store, our egg laying went way down. So I do all my own, and I'll show you guys kind of what I do with that. And it's a pretty simple process. So I'm gonna get some wood on the fire. I keep a fire out here in the shop all the time, so when it's cold, to where my paints and glues and all that don't freeze. So I'm gonna get the fire going a little bit better and get it warmed back up in here to where I can function, and then we're gonna grind up some wheat. Let me add some logs to the fire. Okay, so I got my grinder set up. Now I have a roller mill grinder that I use, and basically it's adjustable. I was adjusting it and it was kind of hard to do it with both hands, trying to use my camera. So I got adjusted to wheat. I had actually done some corn with this thing. This is a really important tool to have if you're going to be on a homestead. I try to make sure that I get all of my own grains. I literally grow a little wheat patch here, and I grow millet, I grow milo, I grow sunflowers, and I even grow some feed corn. And that stuff that I raise, I grind up myself and I save it for my chicks, for just basically chicks. I don't feed my chickens the ground up stuff very often, but I feed my chicks. And then when I have pigs, I feed pigs some of the ground corn, because they don't absorb it if they eat it whole. They don't get near as much out of it as if you grind it. So this little grinder's a pretty awesome deal, and they're not very expensive. And I've noticed that when I do my own feed, I tend to have a lot better success than I do if I'm buying store-bought food. My egg production goes through the roof on my food, and it does nothing compared to this with store-bought food. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the proteins. I don't know what it is, but I know what they're getting this way. So I get with farmers, and when they do their wheat, they clean their wheat for seed wheat, and the stuff that doesn't make the cut, that's off size, and you know, the different probably weed seed stuff like that that are in there, they all get thrown to the side, and a lot of them throw it away. So if you become friends with a farmer, a lot of them, they'll make you a really good deal on some. And that's what I've done, is I've gotten some wheat from them, and it is kind of their trash. It's not good for anything but for feed, but it works great for my feed, and it saves me a bunch of money. So I'm going to show you guys kind of what I do with that. So here is my little roller mill. Like I say, it's a little Chinese made deal. Works pretty good, but you can see it makes perfect size crumbles, and it's just got two little set screws there. I'm going to throw these crumbles back in here, but it makes a perfect size crumbles for baby chicks. In those crumbles, I don't put the medication in there. If I get to the point that I'm worried about them having any kind of problems, I always keep apple cider vinegar in their water, and then I also can put some of the medication in there to keep them from getting the different diseases that chickens get. But I try to do it with just apple cider vinegar, and I've had really, really good luck with that. So I'm going to let this thing kind of go and grind for a little bit, and when I get a bucket full, I'm going to go out there and feed it. And until then, I'm going to sit over here corner by my fire, and I'm going to stay warm. So when this gets ground up, we'll go out and we'll do chores. Alright, so we're out here gonna get some fresh water and got this feed for everybody. So it's cold. I just keep some 5-gallon buckets out here for the sheep. I got a big tub over there, but in the winter I try to do 5-gallon buckets for them to where they can actually melt off, and I can get fresh water to them when it's really, really, really cold. So I'm back over here. I got the chick feed made. I have spread some around and got everybody a little bit of feed to eat. there it is. I'm gonna dump a little bit out here for the big birds to where they can kind of leave the chicks alone. And that's about it. So everybody's kind of got fed and water, and that's all I'm gonna do for the day. So short video, but this is what we do when it's cold. See you guys in the next video.